Dogecoin is storming against the other cryptos right now. Bitcoin up 3.27% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum down 1.3%. Then we have seen similar falls with other cryptos at the top. Binance Coin going down to 2.79%. Cardano 0.69% down. Then XRP down 8%. And you compare that to Dogecoin, which is the only crypto at the top that has gone up more than 5%, going up 7.9% in the last 24 hours. Still one of the biggest fallers of the last week. But this is nice to see Dogecoin storming back against some of the other cryptos right now. We were wondering, why did Dogecoin fall more? Part of it is because Dogecoin is newer to that top list and definitely has more volatility because of it. But now that volatility is starting to show in the opposite direction of downward, which is of course upward, going up a decent amount recently. Polkadot has gone down a lot as well, down 4.86% in the last 24 hours. We are now starting to see a little bit more leveling out of the playing field when it comes to cryptocurrency. Some of those bigger droppers are now starting to come back a little bit, and some of the smaller droppers are starting to drop even further. As we look at the Dogecoin analysis right now in terms of the price, in terms of the chart, what is happening, we have seen it doing exactly what I was predicting on my downside motion, going down to around that 15 cents or so level, actually technically a tiny bit above it, and then continuing to bounce back from there. It is definitely scared of 15 cents. Dogecoin does not want to go down there. It's worried about it. It knows there's monsters waiting down there at 15 cents that are going to try to get it if it goes down there. Yes, technically it can fall more if we see bad news coming out, if whales start to sell, but it does look like we are seeing some stabilization. Stabilization is exactly what you need to then launch into future heights. So yes, it's definitely been a terrible week altogether, a lot of negativity this week, but that does not change the fact that the future is still bright. Let's also acknowledge the fact that people who got in a little bit higher are definitely in a different position than people who got in a significant amount lower, because if you got in at 5 cents versus if you got in at 30 cents, or if you got in at 40 or 50 cents, then you're definitely in a very different position depending on if you're holding or not. But I will say, for the people who got in a little bit higher and are still holding despite being down, you're most likely, statistically speaking, based on the past patterns, based on the momentum and the energy that we're seeing, you're most likely making the smart decision by continuing to hold that Dogecoin for the long run. Obviously not financial advice, you can do whatever the heck you want, but I do encourage you to definitely look at the stats and numbers behind it before making any decisions like that. It's always important to at least wait around 5 to 10 minutes or even longer than that to double check and double think about what you're doing first, because a lot of times you'll press that button and then you'll regret it in a couple of seconds afterwards, but it's too late. You've already pressed the button. Your tax loss is already in place there, so be careful about that. And also make sure you're going down there and pressing like on videos like this. We want to keep the Dogecoin momentum going as fast as we possibly can, because it deserves to be with all the big things that are coming in the future. Make sure as well that you're subscribing with notifications on, and notifications are extremely important, especially right now in this market, because we have seen some big swings both upwards and downwards over the last 24 hours, and I can come on as quickly as I possibly can to let you know the latest on what's happening with the cryptocurrency market. So whatever the heck you do, go down there and press that button. I'm at Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.